Good evening everybody. I hope you're doing well this fine Tuesday, Sunday evening. I forget which day it is. Good evening one and all, I hope you're doing well. Let me switch over to the regular scene where we are in the lovely Baradas Harbour. Good evening all. Who have we got? Metcat, Silent Mouse, Drizzling Rose, the Cow King, Samurai, Andy Magyar, Itotu, Apophis, Andaliev, Bella Garcia, Dutchman, Trivial Gnome, The Real Ginny, Twilightning, good evening to you. Lovely to have you here. The second Sunday, and Crozak, Sweet DM, good evening all. How is everyone this fine Tuesday? I hope you've had a good day so far. Reset day for those in the US. Not till tomorrow for us, so maybe we'll have a look at doing another Mythic or something tonight. See if we can do something with my 8-key Atal'Dazar, I think I've got. So that could be interesting. Have a look at that later. We'll go through and have a look at all the various gold making bits and pieces first and foremost. Have a look at everything else there. Fishing some minnows, so boring, but sometimes you've got to do it. Yes, sometimes it needs to be done, but I find the fishing actually incredibly relaxing to do in World of Warcraft. Is a really nice addition to the game, certainly. But I don't do it all the time, that's for sure. Let's go have a look at the mailbox and see where we're at. Kind of midweek almost. I relisted everything earlier today, I believe. Let me just check, see if we do have some more expires in actually. So let's deal with those first. Do have a little bit of sales, nothing huge at the moment yet. We'll see how things go sort of later on in the week. I'll get everything listed up first. Normal fishing, yes, but not with the Minovac. The Minovac with its whole retime, you're always ready at the next fishing pool before the timers come out. You could probably do is being able to shave off another 5 seconds off of that pool, that Minovac, and to allow for a bit more continuous fishing. That would be nice. There we go, let's just clear those out. So we've got a few sales so far. Nothing too amazing, but let's carry on. Good evening from sunny Chicago. Pashas, good evening to you. I hope you're doing well. Getting into the bracelet shuffle. How much material should you buy to begin with? You have 300,000 gold. Is that you have 300,000 tide spray or 300,000 gold? But that's a large amount, certainly. I wouldn't spend all your money on it. I would test the markets first with a small sample and then go from there. You don't need that many to get started. Even as little as 100 braces will get you going for the moment. Good evening, Mushy. I hope you're doing well. Starting your weekly Mythic 13. Can't talk for 30 minutes. No problem, Drizzling Rose. What did I press just then? In terms of to open the tie spray but not the gold, that was I had shift when I click open mail. So basically I usually hold control. Shift opens on a refresh, and control, so if I hit control open all mail, then it'll just open everything but the mail. But if I hold control and shift, then it'll open everything but the mail and go through a mailbox refresh as well. I tend to do them both as a sort of a safety mechanism. So I click that, open control shift and open all mail, and that seems to work quite well. Wish you could use the Minovac and regular fish, yeah. Although that would take some of the fun out of fishing, certainly. Mars Blur and Will Webster, good evening to you both. You didn't get the message I went live. I was literally, I rushed my going live, so maybe I caught Twitch by surprise, perhaps. Do I have filled in the spreadsheet? Is that to... Was that in response to the Itotu? Was that Moshi? Was that for myself? For the 300 gold, yes. I would suggest, yeah, filling in the spreadsheet first and see how that goes. You have 300,000 gold, yeah. Have my new gold making routine down now. So happy to be experimenting with some vendor farms. Excellent, Will. I hope they are working out well for you, certainly. Yeah, 202, okay, that makes sense. Now I'm understanding. Let me post this lot on. We'll get that going so we can have at least some auctions on. Most of the stuff I relisted on earlier, I did a full cancel scan. I'll have to make sure that I'm ready for reset day tomorrow. So I did get a little bit of Expulsum ready, so I'll need to turn that into Veiled Crystals later. I think I'm okay on most of my stuff at the moment. Maybe consider... Interesting, a lot of these are below minimum price according to this now. So that's all the older stuff. Here we go, there's the main things. A Cord of Crit and Cord of Haste. We'll let those go through. Excuse me. There we go. Where I'll need to do some more testing to decide to release the info for everyone. That's fair enough, Will. I'm going to make sure it's right and it works before letting everyone know about it, certainly. So we've got those on. So we're all okay there. Got a load of Tide Spray ready for later, which will be good. So we do have the Atal'Dazar Mythic 8 key. Might give that a go later on if people are interested. We'll go through the gold making first and foremost. I'll probably go and see if I can cleanse some of my gear as well. See if I can get my item level up. Because what are we at the moment? 440 at the moment. I could effectively get that up to 443 with some of my gear. We'll have a look at that later though. Let's do the gold making first. And then we'll come back to that. So let's go over, just run through my characters. Your Chi Wave just killed you. It bounced on the lightning shield on the first boss in Temple of Siphelis. Oh no, Drizzling Rose. That's a terrible way to go. Been saving up some Mark of Honour for the uncanny blacksmithing, only to find out you need 50 of them for your Rogue's Blood of the enemy essence. That's a lot. That's a lot of Marks of Honour. Rogue's Blood of the enemy essence. I've not heard of that one. Good evening, Clotic. Hope you're doing well. And Stopcraft, 9 days deep in your search for the Vala of Sands recipe. How's it going? I take it no luck yet, unfortunately. Hopefully you'll get it soon. And good evening, Jack. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good day so far. Let's just check. I've got 0 sales on the alchemy, so that's not surprising given a lot of this stuff. Let's take that one off and that one off. Might as well run a cancel scan on what we've got for the moment. Your brain hurts from the crafting strings. It can get that way, Jack, especially if you start thinking about it too much. It certainly it does take it out of you. Beginning, thank you very much for the follow. Hope you're doing well. Right, let's take these cancels. Not many cancels. The alchemy's looking very sparse at the moment until I can get myself some reasonable sales. A lot of this is going on or near minimum price. I may have to fiddle with my settings just to try and push some sales through. But obviously I'm waiting for a Silas proc still. Still waiting for one. Let's see if we can get one tonight with any luck. And we do. Oh, that's brilliant. It's been about 2 weeks nearly in terms of getting a Silas proc, so let's make the most of this now whilst we're here. Let's go and see if we can restock on the Silas proc. So Silas rank, restock selected groups. There's a whole load of stuff here that we would need. Now it's mainly crystal vials we need here, which is good. I don't really want to be spending too much there, so I can probably get that for a reasonable price from the alchemy vendor using the reputation here. And that's the trainer. Let's go there, your alchemy supplies. I'd like to buy from you. Use the standard interface, so crystal vials. Let's take 1,000. We'll need a few of these. Probably a bit more than that. Let's have a look. Gathering, yes, we've got enough there. So lots of things to make. This will help with my potion variety, certainly more than anything else, even if I can't necessarily get them all out. I also restock stuff that's not profitable now. I do restock on everything, and I'm trying to keep the sales going through is the main thing here. With the Silas proc, it's a question of just trying to make the most of what I do have resources available here. So if I can still generate some sales, because a lot of my capital on this character is tied up in these herbs, or the Zinanthid. So if I can use up some of this stock now and then reset my market prices based on my new average buy prices, then I feel like I'll be in a stronger position to basically just go through everything from there. What did I miss before I started looking at this? Or there'll be a way to obtain it. Yes, you will be able to get it during the when it goes to Shadowlands. You'll be able to get it from the black market auction house. Val Farm, I'm gonna Val Farm during stream. Maybe Sam will be the lucky charm. Hopefully, Calking, if my luck came through. You get right close to a double without the Silas proc. As in, double the amount of procs without Silas. That's interesting. Do you mean actually double the amount of other things other than the Silas proc? If you feel pain so much so you're thinking of transferring your tomb with the recipe to cover over to your new server rather than having to farm it again. Yes, definitely. Alessia, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping by. We're just going to start on the restocking on the Vial of the... I've got Vial of the Sands on my brain now. We're just going to start on the Silas Potion of Prosperity. So I'm just going to concentrate a little bit whilst I go through this. I should have a reasonable amount of space here in my bags to hold most of these potions. So let's have a look. So we've got a lot to make here. It's saying here estimated profit minus 12,000 gold. So I'm hoping I can still sell some of this for a greater profit. Some of this is coming through at a sort of a lesser value on a lot of these, like these greater flasks, but I know that I have been able to sell them even at my minimum price. So I don't necessarily put them on for this price, but I still manage to sell them from time to time. So I'm going to go stick with this for the moment and try and use up some of my stock and try and get myself into a reasonable amount of gold, and then I'll take another look at alchemy after making all of this. So let's start with the Silas proc, and let's get going with the Abyssal Healing Potions to start off with. Achillean, thank you very much for the follow. Hope you're doing well. So I'm just looking at the procs on the side, and at some point TSM may glitch out and won't allow me to craft any more, in which case I'll have to switch to the standard interface on that front. And Kikoline or Kikoline, thank you very much for stopping by. Lovely to have you here. So in theory you need 25 procs on Flask to get even. Yeah, that would be a lot of procs though, certainly. Yes, you make 40 greater flasks, about 80. Right, okay. And while doing your gold making, you've also embarked on a journey to obtain Lawmaster and also getting the 100 exalted reps. Save me. That is a lot of things to do. Good luck. I hope you get that. Lawmaster is a good one. I'd love to try and get that, I think. And then, as Mushy and Kuhn are doing, collecting all the things is another big challenge that I don't think I'm quite ready for yet. There's the guide on Wowhead is there for the reps. Okay, it's worth looking for. Potion of Bridal Fury, just doing a whole load of those. Always watch my videos, but this is your first stream you've attended. Oh, Lamex, lovely to have you here on the live version. We are literally just going through some potions at the moment. This is the first time I've had a Silas buff in at least 2 weeks now, I think. Any ideas why your TSM destroy never works? Not sure exactly. Maester Una, good evening to you. It could be down to your settings, whether you've set it to epic or not. It could be down to your filters, whether you've filtered out certain items, or it could be down to, I think, having auto loop turned off is also an issue as well sometimes. Try typing /TSM space destroy and see if it comes up. Yeah, I've heard Zygor is good for the Lawmaster, isn't it? Well, I did enjoy using Zygor whilst I had it. Right, okay, we're still going through with the TSM procs here, so that's doing all right. ×5 has come in there for a focus resolve. The greater flasks is where I'd like to have the real luck here at this point. the estimated profit probably isn't taking into account what procs I might get on this. So there always is an element of luck in this. But the main thing I'm thinking here is I want sellable stock at this stage. It has every quest in every zone with a nice green arrow to follow for a dummy like me. Yeah, I think I would find that very useful, certainly. I did like using it when I had it. I mean, I'm finding Azeroth Autopilot to be pretty good at the moment, so I would definitely continue using that for leveling at the moment, and keep with the free version. But if I'm going to do any extensive sort of other things like the Lore Master, then maybe I would look into Zygor again. How can you set up destroying for the Bracer Shuffle? I set a filter on my scrapping, on my easy scrap, to not scrap any blues, and then I go and scrap the greens first, if it's the same character that's getting the expulsum, and then I just use TSM destroying to get rid of the blues that I've got left for disenchanting them. Marker for trivial quests, which means the ones directly in the storyline. It's really easy, just fly to the zone and get started. Silas, 7 procs, 15 procs so far for the flasks. I haven't been counting, actually. I haven't been keeping an eye on them. We've got quite a lot of ×2s at the moment. So let's get some light feet. And now it's got stuck, so the last ones we just need to do manually. So 40 light foot potions. Let's do 40, create those. There's a ×4, ×5 on that. Exhaustion is needed for the leather worker, right? Usually, check the sheet once you put in your figures, and it will tell you whether you need to do it on your leather worker or your tailor, depending on which bracers are cheaper for you. But I usually find, yes, the leather worker is the one that can make the bracers. Although of late, because I've got so much Umbra shards, I've been keeping the expulsum for Samadan to do the make them into wands. That isn't part of the bracer shuffle, but it's kind of like a little bit extra. So we've done the Lightfoot potions. Greater Flask of the Undertow, 67 of those. Greater Flask of the Undertow. Let's go with 67 and create those. I won't necessarily make any more after this. I don't want to overstock too much on these because my profit margins aren't going to be that great. So what I will do is see which ones sell and then try and remake those, depending obviously if I get another Silas proc. I'll wait another 15 minutes and then reset the buff ready for the next time I log on to this character. I will check slightly though to see whether there are anything that are a clear profit, and I'll put some of those on as well. How do you tell if the Tide Spray Shuffle is profitable? If you use the sheet and put in all your figures of your average buy prices and your DB market prices for both your materials and your enchants, then the spreadsheet on the right, the green section, will tell you what kind of profits you can see, and then weigh up how long it's going to take you to do it all, and then factor it in from there. But it is very much dependent on your server prices and how much time you're willing to be able to put into it, certainly. Well, there's a ×4 there. No huge numbers that I've seen out of the corner of my eye. But still, at least we've got everything going, so that's good. Let's just pop into TSM now and see if any of these have a reasonable sale rate and profit margin. Looking at these... Coastal Healings, this isn't. Dimitri's Draft of Deception, potentially. The Greater Flasks, not so much. Abyssal Healing Potion used to be in a profit, but obviously isn't now. Focused Resolve, I'm not sure how much. I've got 81 in my bags anyway already of that. Looking at that. This one is better, the Unbridled Fury. I might overstock on those. I do have 150 of them now, so that is definitely a large amount of them. So maybe not on that. Abyssal healing potions tend to move quite fast though. So looking at that, they are at 24. If those can go up a little bit higher, crafting cost wise, I'll make a few more extra whilst I've got the buff still on me. I'll make a few extra of these because I know those do sell and they tend to get reset out quite quickly. Thank you, Will, for the spreadsheet link there. Just talking about the cloth you get from Stormsong and doing braces at 230 is cheap by my reckoning. I would say 4 gold 50 is my average buy price at the moment. What would you like? Good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. I've returned. Stupid thing crashed right after you asked me about the mailbox. Oh, no problem. Real Jenny, did you get the answer? Did I catch it for you, or would you like me to say it again? I'll just go through. Going to make a few more. That's probably enough abyssal healing potions for now, I think. Yeah, let's leave that for now. I think we've made enough. Let's see what we're doing in terms of bags, quantities. Yes, we've used up a good amount of that zenithid and all our spare herbs, which is nice to see. So now we can convert that raw stock into something we can actually sell, perhaps. Let's give it a go. Some of these will be at minimum price, so I'm still not going below that for the moment, but some of them I can at least undercut the competition on and get a few extra things on there. So 29 is my minimum price. We'll have a look at those. I won't necessarily think about resetting markets on these at the moment. I'll let them go for what they are, see how the market responds, see what kind of sales I get, and then I'll reassess after that and what I'm going to do with alchemy after that section. But so that's the Silas proc about to go. I'll let that come off. Actually, I'll just click it off, that'll be easier. And then in 11 minutes time I'll come back to this character, reapply the buff, and then log off so I've got it ready for next time. So let's move on and go through my other characters. You have in, good evening to you. So next time I'm there maybe. Okay, we'll do that here on Awakening. We'll have a look at that. The sheet gives you an expulsion price of 55 gold. Don't really get why it's that low. Average buy of linen is 2.3 gold. That is quite low in terms of average buy. How does the Umbra Shard and the Veiled Crystal price that the sheet gives you, how does that compare with your market prices? Would be another thing to look at another way. Excellent, Bart, too. Lovely to have you here, and glad you spotted the community. Right, so let's look at the mailbox here. Oh no, I've got the wrong character. I meant to go on Samadan. I wasn't paying attention. Hold on. There we go. Let's go back in this way. That's better. How much would the Flask Master thing improve the procs in Alchemy? The Silas increases the proc rates to, on average, about 1.7, 1.75 versus 1.2 or 3, I believe it is normally. Let's look at the mailbox here. Just got sales here, so I can't demonstrate it there. But normally, the Real Genie, I would hold Control down and press Open All Mail, and then anything not in that isn't gold gets picked up. If I want to do it during a mailbox refresh as well, I press Control and Shift and click Open All Mail, and it works that way. 1.4 is fine. Oh, okay, higher than I thought it was. Oh, you mean the one with vanilla alchemy? That's a slightly different one. Jack probably knows the figures on that one, I imagine. Let's go have a look here, and I'm going to run a cancel scan because I'm likely to be undercut on these bits and pieces. On the proc rate of the Flask Mastery and the Potion Mastery and things like that, can you remember what the actual proc rate is on those? I got back to WoW and Shadowsong a couple of weeks ago. Not been too active on the auction house, but I do post accounts a bit here and there. Well, it's lovely to have you back, Bark 2. 5 max proc rate. Oh, okay. So we're done cancelling on that. Let's take all of these off. We'll take all those cancels. So with cancels here, what I can do is just hold Control Shift, open all mail. It's the same as clicking cancels effectively in this case, but it literally opens up everything except for my sales, which is good for clearing a few bits and pieces out. Almost had enough room for all of them there. Just going to have to post them all on and then come back to that in a moment. Hopefully we might get some more sales on this. Talk a lot about TSM and gold making. I'm sure there's people that might want to set up a group for farming, certainly. Anyone who's interested in gold making is probably interested in that kind of thing as well. Let's just take the cancels there, post that last one on. Don't think there's a great deal more for me to add on at this stage. I think I did a restock earlier, so I'll just run through my characters now, just see how they're going. Don't need to worry too much. Let's check now. Earthen I did check. I can't remember if I did all my restocks on the uncanny gear, so I better check that first. Trying to remember what I did earlier, because I had half an eye on the screen, and what I did, what I've still got to do. So let's have a look. So yeah, we did have a few sales. These are actually recent, these are today. I didn't have any sales earlier, so that's a good start. Let's have a look at my auctions as they are at the moment, and then if we do need to restock, let's clear the queue and restock. So yes, there's just a couple of extra things that we've just sold now, so I'll make use of those whilst I'm here. Drums of Fury, and the leather arm guards and combatant's bow, so that's good. Let's add those in, post those on. Won't necessarily do a cancel scan at that stage, just let those go through, and then we'll jump through to our next set of characters. You can't keep up with the blacksmithing weapons, so that's a great place to be in. Let's have a look on El Morte, see how we're doing on that at the moment. But not that experience on the 2x4 stuff. It can't be that hard if you see it. Yeah, I think the 2x4 stuff is about placement more than anything else, and then if you've got a monk with an ox statue and then lots of people that can just tag mobs and bring them in, I think it can go quite quickly. Okay, looks like we're in the middle of a scrapping session here, so I'm going to just finish this off whilst I'm here. I've got 17 expulsum on me, so I can at least make a few bits and pieces. Not a huge amount, because we still need to do some PvP for some more marks of honour. Use the bearers functionality of TSM, but always on the look for group 2x4 farms. I mean, each to their own, certainly, and if that works for you and that's how you like to play it, that's I'm sure there'll be people that will be able to at least sort of participate or join in if they're up for it as well. How do I do this for scrapping? I'm using the add-on Easy Scrap. It's a very nice add-on. There's another one that's made by Billis and Ixia, I think, that does exactly the same thing. I can't remember what it's called. But it basically queues everything up, and you can even have it assigned to part of your TSM scroll wheel macro to carry on with the scrap next button. I don't think I've got it set up on this character, but it is fairly easy to do. You only have to really click it once anyway. There we go, Real Genie's got the command. /click easy scrap, scrap keybind frame. Rolls off the tongue. Maybe someone with some experience on it, or we can get a group, get it going with a nice group. It's a good idea, Crozet, if there are those on the stream that do want to do 2x4 farms. 30 to 50k a day in Uncanny puts you in shuffle land for hours. Yes, I bet that does. That's a lot of expulsum to go through, certainly. But it's good money, so that's the way forward, certainly. Right, so with that done, I can't remember how many I've got left in the bank, so let's go have a look. Good evening, Wave. Hope you're doing well. Let's go have a look and see. Yes, we do have a little bit more to process here. Let's see what I need to restock on first before I commit to doing any more, because I've got a feeling I might have enough. Let's check my auctions. We have a few about to expire. In fact, pretty much all of them. So what I'll do is I'm just going to actually cancel everything, take it all off, and then I'll repost it back on. And then I'll check to see what I need to restock on, and go from there, I think. Let that run through. You're doing well if you sell 3 uncanny every 4 days. Yeah, I think that's about right for me and Shadow Song as well, Real Ginny. So I know Shadow Song may be, you know, we're obviously more in competition with each other. Plus, there's the whole back. There we go. I think I lost a few of you there. Coming back into the stream now. Bear with me whilst I reload. Wow. Do apologise, my internet dropped out there. It happens from time to time, unfortunately. Not an auspicious stream so far, but we'll see how we get on through. Let's go through here. There we go. Something fishy here. There we go. Right, we're back, and let's come back into the scene. There we go. Apologies, everyone. We had a minor technical hiccup there of losing internet. We're back. Scenarios, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. It's a reference to Call of Duty game. You're on a grave from fallen comrades, and you're a player. You need to press F to pay respect to the fallen soldier. Oh, is that how it worked? I never knew where the reference came from. Thank you all. Made the good error of buying out a lot of Children's Week cake to try to push the price a little before it ended, which didn't work, but in the end it put me in a good place for next year. I do the same myself as well, Sanchez. I have a load of spare cake ready for next year. So let's just deal with all my cancels. I was in the middle of cancelling things and then everything went wrong. So we'll just open all this up and see how we get on. Made approx 30k last night doing dungeon runs and a few auctions. Proud of myself for being a fairly new goldmaker. That's excellent, Mr. Vader. That's really good. Let's take all these cancels off, and then we'll repost this lot back on. I was in the middle of cancelling this, so we'll just need to have a look and just take the last of these off as well. Strong profits indeed. Right, okay, so last few bits coming through. Take those cancels off. A little bit slow, but we're doing okay so far. Okay, those done. Those ready to post on. I'm going to post scan on all of this lot, including some of my old bits and pieces I'm still trying to get rid of. Inflatable mount shoes is the only sale. Excuse me. Only blacksmithing sale so far. Right, let's post this lot on. Did Mop and Wad LFR Skyreach times stands and one run of Seat of Triumvirate. Very nice. Stock up on the others for Shadowlands. All the different mount equipment, Real Ginny, is that? Isn't doing all that great anymore, at least not on your server, though still trying to get those rank 3 recipes just to check it out. It's a good idea too, yeah, certainly. Yeah, and I'd agree with you, yes, getting all the different mount equipment will be useful for others. Is there a reason to make an alt on another realm? You have a 110 boost, but hesitate to do it on the same realm as your main or another. It's interesting to see what another server's prices are like and whether it might be another market you can spread yourself into. I know a lot of people do in their gold making journey. They do spread themselves over several servers to try and sort of diversify by going into multiple markets on multiple servers. I know it's a valid strategy. If you fancy the idea of it, then certainly give it a go. Right, so we've looked at those. Let's look at my blacksmithing. In terms of restocking, let's have a look. So it's a few bits of uncanny gear from last time and the Mount shoes, we need some dredged leather bladders, so we'll need to make some more and send them over for those. We do need another 3 expulsum from this, so we'll have to take a little bit more of the tide spray off as well. So let's Control Shift open up that and get the tide spray going. Oh, there's no asking too much. We're all learning here. Currently going 1 to 20, only picking herbs and ore. That's a good idea. The pacifist method, certainly. You get a lot of XP doing that, so it's a good idea. Now, disenchanting and scrap the things. The sheet tells you to craft honourable leather bracer. Now the uncanny ones exist. Does it make a difference? I would say have a look at the price of the uncanny and the notorious gear. Look at the TSM tooltip and look at the crafting cost of each. It will tell you here under the TSM crafting, and just give you an idea and have a look to see which one's the cheapest, and then do that one. But usually, yes, the honourable is a good start, certainly. Just go on 50 servers. Yeah, you could go completely extreme. And yes, it does work for pets as well, doesn't it? On your server, tie spray linen can reach as low as 1 gold, 80 silver. As a result of that, enchant prices are all-time low. That's why you follow pant vendoring instead of bracer stuffing. Yeah, I think I would certainly be looking to do similar if I was in that situation, like you. Right, let's go with mail that to get myself some space, and then let's go scrap this to get myself some more expulsum, and then we will deal with the rest that we have to make. After that, we need to go and make some bladders for items not a valid target. That's interesting. Let's try that again. There we go. Alkarin, good evening to you. Nice dreams, greetings from Turkey. Good night to you, and I hope you're doing well. Lovely to have you here. At what linen price can you do the pant shuffle? Now I always forget it. It's either 1.8 or 2.4, and I keep getting mixed up with the Legion pant shuffle. And hopefully someone in chat will be able to correct me. Either way, I always forget. The whole point of the Auction House remake was to make it go faster. It's still slow. It can be slow in certain situations, but what I find, not necessarily the Auction House being faster, but the mailbox is way faster, which really makes a huge difference in terms of the amount of mail stored and the refresh rate of it. It really is a massive quality of life difference on that one. The Legion was 2.4, so therefore the tie spray one must be 1.8 then. How do you delete characters who previously had profession, for example, tailoring? If you unlearn the profession, the character is still coming up on the list. I think there is an option in TSM to do that. I haven't used it myself, but I think you can ignore characters on TSM, and it should work for that. 2.04 for guaranteed profit, bonus profit for each rare proc, though as vendoring prices are higher. Okay, thank you. Would you recommend buying a few tokens now to boost another toon for gold making purposes, to add to profits, or save the money to get the Brutosaur first? It all depends on what your long-term goals are. If you are aiming for the Brutosaur, I would focus on getting that first, because we don't know exactly when Shadowlands is going to release and when the Brutosaur will go to the black market auction house. So if you can go for that first, I would say that would be a better use of your time, certainly. 13's done, excellent. You missed the timer by 1 wipe too many, but still it's 465 for tomorrow. Very nice. We'll have a look at doing another mythic in a bit later once I've gone through all the gold making stuff. There was 19,000 tide spray for 199. Should have bought them all for the pants then. Yeah, I would have been very tempted to get those. I didn't get an official reply from the tweet, and it was interesting to know that sort of like even sort of Reckles thought it was from pre-patch, even though I thought it was from actual Shadowlands release. So it's, and from rereading the actual original Blizzard post, I kind of, the way I read it is the expansion release, but I know that it may not always be that way. So it's a tricky one. I would conservatively go for pre-patch for the moment. Bacon Snacks, good evening to you. Happy to say you passed a milestone on Sunday, having resubbed March the 10th. You had 600k across all your characters. And as of May the 10th, you have 5.3 million. That is absolutely amazing, Bacon Snacks. That's a huge amount. Thank you for my Alchemy and Enchanting guys, without which you never made a dime from those professions, as you're on a full pump. Several markets now, dual crafting, engineering, leatherworking, tailoring, enchanting, alchemy, and will continue to build up my profession thanks to all the content. Oh, that's amazing news. Have you bought your Brutosaur? Congratulations on getting the 5.3 million. That is actually brilliant, and in anticipation of you getting your Brutosaur, if you haven't, please throw in a whole load of Brutosaurs into the chat. Congratulations, that's fantastic. You've not got it yet. Are you going to buy it, or are you going to keep the money? But that is absolutely great and inspirational for everyone who's looking to get hold of their very own Brutosaur. A bit Sean Connery there, sorry. Brutosaur. Alright, let's go through all of this, and then we should have plenty of Expulsum after this. Just want to build the capital. That's fair enough. I think a lot of people in your shoes would do the same. I didn't. I bought mine straight away, but I knew I had stock coming in with my auctions and things like that. Just finished up 5 world quests, giving 2,000 gold on each, and because of the rep bonus, that was around 13k on 3 characters. Very nice estimate. I struggle with world quests, to be honest. I find leveling more fun at the moment. Bruto Connery. Right, so with that done, we won't do any more tie spray for now because we should have enough. I need to swap over and make some bladders on my leather worker. So let's make a bunch of those. Let's go over this way, enter here. Are there portals from Ironforge? There is. Ooh. There is the one to Stormwind, I believe, and then from Stormwind you can then go. But I can't remember portaling from Ironforge now that you mention it. So we need need to make the bladder. Where's that? Dredged leather bladder. We need dredged leather and nylon thread, of which we have very little of either, interestingly. So let's have a look for dredged leather. What kind of price is that? Hopefully I can get it for a decent price. Let's go shopping, favourite searches. Actually, let's just look BFA shopping. That'll be in here probably. Hardened Tempest, cheap as always. This coarse leather actually is tempting for the bracers. It's actually cheaper to make, rather than tide spray linen bracers, it's actually cheaper to make coarse leather bracers at that price. And I did notice there are 22,000 coarse leather here at 5 gold, which, given my normal average buy price of tide spray at 4.5 gold, it's actually cheaper to make coarse leather bracers at that price. Not with my, I've set a manual map price to avoid this for the moment. With an average purchase of 5.19. I'm going to take the 11 at 4 to start me off with. I'll have a look at that for the moment. I also need 4 bones for the bladder, do I? I wasn't sure if it was on there. GJ Robo, thank you very much for your sub. That's very kind of you. Thank you for your support. Super duper kind of you. Let me put loads of emotes in the chat for you. Thank you very much. You were thinking of the bracers. Have I thought of farming coarse leather recently? I haven't tried it yet, no. Definitely, but looking at the dredged leather, that's a good price at 8. Is that 8 gold and 9 gold? That's definitely a lot cheaper than my average purchase of 30, which is a huge amount, so I'll take the 26. I'm also going to take a load at 9 whilst I've got some. Let's just get maybe 500. Get myself stocked up on that a little bit. There we go. And some of this coarse leather is tempting. I'm going to buy out some of it. So let's just take 1,000 of it. to start off with, just to take that dent out of there. And then let's pick up those purchases. And the nylon thread I could probably just get from the guild bank, might be easiest, or I can just buy it from around the corner. Let's have a look in the guild bank whilst I'm here. Let's go here and look, nylon. Yeah, we've got 200 now. I'll just borrow those for the moment. There we go. What did I miss on chat? Panera treasures, right there. The like the WOD ones, they give a load of XP. I need to get archaeology unlocked to see them, but no need to level it. Oh, that's interesting. Every spot is taken everywhere. Is it really? Okay. Been doing actual content, enjoyed the expansion quite much, but Shadowlands professions seem to be quite good for gold making. I'm liking the look of them definitely so far. Is there a command or method to reset your average buy, average sold and region average values on TSM? The local market has been highly volatile and made to reset the values. The one thing you can do is in your TSM go into your settings, and I mean I tend to have average buy under my accounting. I use smart averages for purchase price, so that way the average buy is only based on the number I have in my bags and my bank, not historical average buy. That's the first thing. And then the second thing you can try and do is just delete any accounting data that's older than a certain amount that you put in. Like if you want to get everything, rid of all accounting data older than 30 days, then you can do it this way as well. I've never done it myself. I've still got all my accounting data from the launch of BFA at the moment. Alright, so let's go through here and then go down here. And right, I was making bladders. I can make 40, so I'm going to make all 40 with my nylon thread that I have at the moment and send them over. Do I have the correct gloves on, my crafting gloves? I think I should have. Yes, I do. So that should be fine. Let that run through. We're going to brainstorm soon on having a perfect crafting method string. Your brains alone can't handle it. That's a good idea, Jack. I'll help out if I can. If I can put my brain to it, certainly. I tend to try, if I can, to not overcomplicate things as much as possible. Because I know it can get very easy to just get thrown into TSM strings and trying to account for everything, and you end up making it more complicated than it needs to be. I think the key thing is just basically being able to understand your market prices and understand how TSM works and how it's making its decisions, and through that understanding you can then make use of that and then know almost instinctively when to change things, either manually or in some sort of string of some. Let's go through that and send these over to Almorte. Send those over, so you've got a stock of those. I'll jump back out and then go back to my leatherworker. Seen them even on Shadowsong. I have tried the Gorillas Farm in Zanzibar on an Alliance tomb with war mode off. That could be a good idea. I like the creative thinking on that one, Will. Been there a couple of times. I find them too spread out for your poor demon hunter. So tempted to go to bed and farm wolves while watching and playing on your new controller. I did see that. I did see that tweet. Just in Rose, that looked really nice. Your setup. Right, so I'll just pick up these manually because I don't want to take all the Tide spray. And then we've got what we need to do our blacksmithing, hopefully now. We've got an inflatable mount shoes, we've got all our uncanny gear. So let's go fly over to our forge. Up and over. And then blacksmithing, we can at least make a few of these and keep that going through. Yeah, absolutely fine to lurk. No need to be in chat if you find it more comfortable. So we'll go here and we'll go there. And then we'll post on everything that we've just made. I've not actually checked maybe some of those will need to be added into the list. So inflatable mount shoes, more hardened hoof plates, and so forth. Then we'll check our groups, our uncanny selling. Yes, there's the plate gauntlets need to be added in. Let's get those in, and then we can add those onto the list. There we go. Most social you get these times. Me too, to be honest. That and my daily work meetings. So, like that. And of course my family takes priority more than anything else. Right, 1-2, good evening to you. In full work mode today, still farming via the sands. Good luck, Det. I hope you get it soon. You always wonder if you should scrap stuff or disenchant. I would usually get more value out of disenchanting something than scrapping it, unless it's something specifically that I know I'll get, say, expulsum from. Like I can't remember if it's trinkets or rings. I think it's trinkets always become expulsum, so I would always scrap those. Right, so we posted that lot on. I don't think there's a lot we need to do here. We could get some anchorweed from the Akunda's bite from that. I'll leave that for the moment, actually. Let's just carry on with my characters as we are. So we've restocked rather on that. Let's quickly do trinkets is 100%. Thank you, Silent Mouse. I knew it was one of them. Let's do a quick check on our Horde character. Just do a quick alchemy daily cooldown and a vendor flip if we can. Let that run through. And then maybe we can have a look at something in the land of Mythic pluses. Once we've done this, take all the expires, sold the anchorweed, which is always good. So I'll take that lot off. We'll do our alchemy cooldown, which will get me another skill point. And then we'll do our bag of anchors. We got 10 anchorweed there, so we'll post all of that on. My auctions, nothing on, so run a post scan. So as I didn't have many sales here, I imagine we'll just take that, close that down, look at it again. And then we'll have a quick check of the vendor. I don't think we need to buy anything here. No, didn't think we did. So that's fine. We'll leave that and jump on to our next character. We're going to have a quick look at Feng Shu, who's been listing stuff on. Managed to finally break 1,000 gold. So I'm still a long way off my wife, who's got about, well, last we checked, about 1,600 gold. So the next thing I need to do is just relist any auctions that have expired. The rings can give you gems, so that could be interesting. I've got 3 Rising Sun Kick traits on your gear for World Quest Visions. Each Rising Sun Kick has a 25% to do 110k damage. That's a huge amount. Alright, let's have a look. We've got a load of expires. We do have some gold. We sold some Frostweave cloth for 51 gold. So we're currently at 1,075 gold on this character. I'll take all, this is all stuff I've picked up whilst leveling. I'll take the 51 gold for now. 1,127. Let's jump inside here. And then still got a couple of things that were on there. So I'll run a post scan here. Some of this is, that's interesting, that shadow gems are above max price. A few things below min price. I'd possibly look at maybe resetting the market on some of these. But I've got enough things going on for me to just ignore those at the moment. I don't do any specific farm for the Frostweave cloth myself. I literally just... this is what I've collected up whilst fighting things and questing. And in terms of actual, wherever there's a high density of humanoids would be the way I look at that. How am I scanned so fast? It's basically down to mostly my server being medium pop. I'm blessed with a fast auction house. How much gold do I have on all accounts? As far as TSM knows, let's have a look. We are looking at 1,000, hold on, all characters, past year, that's profit. What does this say? I haven't got Alcoholic, so it doesn't quite tell me, so I think I'm looking at 620,000 from looking at that tooltip there. That seems a little off though, because Samadan's got a good 500,000 on him already. I'd guess it's more like 1 million, I would say. Good evening, Edwards. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping by. Right, so we've got all of those done. Let's go back over to Samadan and have a look there. Yeah, it doesn't quite add it up, does it? 10 Biltong gives 5 Expulse and Will Quest in Nazjatar, at least the Horde side. That's quite an easy one. 5 Expulsum. We could have a look at that one. It would be something I'd expect it to do really well, but it doesn't for some reason. Just adding up the actual gold that everyone has. I think let's have a look at Samadan for the moment. Yeah, we're at 533,000 on Samadan alone. So I think that being at 600 is probably not quite correct. So what were we saying? World Quest. Let's have a quick look. So we've got the Anchorweed one there. We've got there's a Tortollan Seekers that is 2,000 gold. Might have to have a look at that. Nazjatar. Let's have a look. Hold on. Let's make this smaller and go up to Azeroth. Kultiris. Don't see anything for Expulsum here. Let's try Zandalar. Don't see any Expulsum rewards here either. So no, it looks like I might not have those. Is 5 Expulsum, 10... No. Don't seem to see one at the moment. Unless I'm missing something here. Yeah. Might have missed one. Working through the Tortollan emissaries takes a while with lots of alts. Yeah, you do. Getting the Tortollan rep is certainly worthwhile, certainly. They actually get different quests, do they? Oh, interesting, Cookmeat. I didn't realise that. Right, so the next thing I wanted to do was just have a look at Samadan's item level and his corruption in preparation for us potentially going and doing a Mythic Plus, if people are interested. Start considering it now. I just want to have a look over here. Your Tortollan doesn't offer gold today. Oh, that's a shame. The rep is good though, nonetheless. Where's all the gear? Okay, so it's in here. Let's take all these 440s and 430s out of the bag of the bank, and then we'll have a look. Okay, so what have you got? In terms of, I'm going to put on all my gear that's the highest item level, and then I'm going to go and see what I need to cleanse the corruption of. So that one's okay. 435. Currently equipped to 440, 435, got the 440, and those are the hand warmers. Currently got the 400 with the crafting on them, so yes, I think I'll add those on. I have to add crafting onto those. Jewelry rot wise, we've got a 460 and a 455, so those are both fine, so we don't need to deal with those. So in terms of my corruption, you can see we are sitting at 443 with a total corruption of 55, so that's a lot of corruption, so we're going to have to go and cleanse some of this and deal with that, and then we should be in a decent position. Obviously I haven't done any horrific visions or anything like that since last stream. Time to do the emissary on 40 alts. Since only 3 world quests, might pull all your 14 monks out of the garrisons to do it. You only have 15 alts at 120 though. Well, that's still a lot of alts though. On your 10-2s, I do every day since day one of the rep buff. Extra sweet with the 2k rewards on top of everything else. Yeah, I can imagine it is. I would If I had a mindset for it, I would be tempted. It's a good use of the rep buff, certainly. The world quests are quite spread about, so you do have a fair amount of flying time, certainly. Right, so let's have a look. Corruption cleansing. We need to decide what to cleanse first. So we have 55 corruption. It would be good to get that under 40 would be good. So what's the biggest ones here? That one's 20 for mastery. That's 35 for the increase your critical strike by 72, stacking up to 5 times. I think that one, that critical strike, I'm not really one for critical strike, so I don't think that's going to be worth it for me, given my holy spec, to be honest. Everything else is smaller and utility. What have we got there? That's 15 corruption. A chance to increase secondary stats by 14. That could probably get rid of, but we need to get rid of... We want to get under 40, basically. We don't want Grand Delusions. So I think one of the bigger ones to get rid of is the 35 one, I would say. Although my critical strike is at 20. The other thing we have here is my mastery, which is currently at 33, which is my direct healing abilities, which is obviously really good on that sense. And that's secondary stats. So yeah, I think I will go... What was the other one? Yeah, I'm going to go with the Mine Rat's Hand Wraps. Cleanse those. So let's do that. And oops, got one. Mine Rat's Hand Wraps. Let's drag that in and purify that one. If you've got time, upgrading the cloak may decrease my overall corruption as well, yeah. The shell one is the best, yeah. So you do some horrific visions. You've got a lot of cloak levels to get. Yeah, I need to add that to my list of things. We did the one original one, but I've got a feeling I could do with doing a fair more, certainly. Right, we're down at 20 corruption now, so that's good. So I think I'm in a good state when it comes to doing another mythic, perhaps. Could have a go at your plus 14 mythic. that could be. Am I at 5 yet? No, I'm literally at just level 1. You sure ain't good enough geared for it. Well, I'm always willing to give something a try. We did try a plus 9 at Atal'Dazar last week. So we've definitely got some work to do on a few fronts, certainly. Definitely when it comes to learning the dungeons as well. In terms of my coalescing visions, I don't think I have much at the moment for the vessels. In terms of what I have at the moment, vessel, I have one vessel that I got left after the other one, so I do have that at least. So I've got one for doing, I can do at least one horrific vision at this point. But I'm keen to do a Mythic Plus before reset day tomorrow. So I have 4 runs possible. Is that right? Four runs with one vessel. Okay, just run in, kill boss. That could be interesting. I'm not that great solo, but maybe that's something we could look at maybe on Thursday. Let's see what we've got time for tonight, though. I have 30,000 coalescing visions. Oh, right. Okay, that's good to know. How do I find that out? Is that this currency here, the 31,236? Oh, very kind of you to offer, Real Ginny. Okay. Yeah, that one. Okay, that's a good idea to have that. Okay. Some of this I could probably get rid of, some of my currency, actually. Looking at this. But I digress. Let's not go into this just yet for the moment. Keep starting levelling more Culture and Cornish boys. In between your gold making, levelling is so much more enjoyable with the buff. It most definitely is. Right, so... who would be interested in... what's that? Is that general goods? in a +8 Atal'Dazar with tyrannical, bolstering and explosive. I can't guarantee I'll keep everyone alive, and I can't guarantee I will do it on time, but I can guarantee fun. Jeannie, good evening to you. Let me go and set up a group. So obviously a tank will get priority, and then any other DPS beyond that, I will set up a group. I guess the fairest way to do this is first come, first served. So I'll do a custom group, start a group, Samadan plays WoW, and we'll list the group. There we go. Mikey Bolton, thank you very much for the follow. All dungeon difficulty set to Mythic. There we go, make sure that's on the correct thing. Just 2 more at the Horde side to go. Wow, your key is going bonkers. So let's have a look, see if anyone would be interested in a Mythic +8. Sold your 600 anchor weed during the stream. Very nice, Drizzling Rose. That's a lot of anchor weed. So what price? $49 gold each, that's a good price, definitely. I'll add you in, Aria, as you're already here. So I'll pop you in, and then I'll see anyone else who wants to join. EU and Alliance. Okay, we've got another 2. Got our tank and Ginny, thank you very much. And Smarcher, so we just need 1 more DPS, and I will attempt to heal people. No problem, Lytian. Made around 350 per day, but often proc an extra 10 to 20 over your 35 ults. That's a good mix to have, certainly. Scuffed Hunter time. Excuse me. Okay. Oh, you just came in before Werewolf over Twilightning. Sorry, you missed out on that one this time, Twilightning. But hopefully, I'll get you in for the next one. I'll take Werewolf first, as you came in first. You almost got there. So I'll delist the group, and then we can go and get ourselves set up. Herald Dark, thank you very much for the follow. Hope you're doing well. Voltac, good evening to you. Right, so I've got to remember, we did this last time. I believe it is over in... is it in Zantalar? Is it up here? Is it on this one? Atal'Dazar. Yes, I think it is, isn't it? So let's go get a flight and have a look. See if I can join in. So Zoldazar, I'll do that. May have avoided a lot of pain. Yes, exactly. This is, I'm not massively experienced. I give you fair warning now. Oh, I love the rain in here. I don't think I've been in here with it raining. Oh, I totally. Good to have you here. I sometimes struggle with matching up the names. Atal'Dazar is here, okay, and the King's Rest is there, right? So let's go have a look. I want to say thank you for my. The stream's going very well, thank you, despite an internet glitch earlier. We're doing okay, thank you very much. Just want to say thank you for my TSM guide, the only clear and to the point with important details guide that you could find. Oh, excellent, I'm glad you found it useful. Is that McClilsey? McClilsey. There we go. Sorry if I butchered your name. Lovely to have you here. And Anno Prelrol. Sorry if I butchered your name as well, but welcome to you. There we go, just working my way in, go around here. Is it the same streamer that was pumping out the +9s last week? I wouldn't say pumping out, but attempting them and learning them is a good start. I'm assuming we're going up the top here, but I'll take the summons just in case I got it wrong. There we go. Where are we? Just so I've got my my bearings. It is all the way up there. Right, okay. Nice to Una from Underrot. That was a good run, that Underrot one, definitely. We'll see how we get on. I hope that I can do enough to keep people alive as much as possible. Right, so let's pop inside. Come up with simpler names like Sko Kungan. I wish I could have just taken Samadan as mine. Can you get a quick crash course in explosive? Yes, me too. I have no idea on that one either. Everyone's in, so let's give them a buff. There we go. How many yards per second is fast flying mats? I've got no idea actually. Should be able to take it fairly easily. Do my best, at least in melee. Okay, so is everyone all ready? Whoops. /A /B all ready. Okay. Just a refreshing stream to make sure it's up to date. Okay. This could be interesting. So I remember about the /ready check. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Wave. /ready check. Oh, look at that! Fantastic. Everyone is ready. Oh, like a pro, like a pro. Right, where's my key? There we go. Drop that in. Got that. Close that. So what have we got? Extra damage. Okay. Enemies have extra health and they do extra damage. Boss enemies have 40% more health and inflict up to 15% increased damage. When any non-boss enemy dies, its death cry empowers nearby allies, increasing their maximum health and damage by 20%. And while in combat, enemies periodically summon explosive orbs that will detonate if not destroyed. Oh, that sounds lovely. Okay. There is a built-in voice communication tool in WoW, but nobody seems to use it. Me and my wife have used that one, certainly. Dado, good evening to you. Right, we're going to start this. If I miss anything on chat, please do take my apologies, as I'm focused on trying to keep people alive. This is going to be interesting. I will try my best. Right. So, I guess we start here. And keep people alive. Move out of that. Move over this way. Okay, try and keep on top of people. I don't know which way we need to go. Avoid those bones on the floor, I believe, isn't it? Those purple patches. Alright, I'm going to just keep an eye. We'll take care of the questions. Thank you, Silent Mouse. Very kind of you. Say hello to everyone as they come in, hopefully. And I'll try not to. Now, the thing that got me problems here was the line of sight business. So I need to just make sure I'm... move to break line of sight. There we go. I believe that's what I need to work out. There we go. Oh, now I've got chomped. Rush heal on myself isn't quick enough. That was the problem that got me last time. Pursuit on Samadan. Heal as best I can with what I've got left. And then I'll try and just run in on the rest of that. How are we doing in terms of boss? Oh, okay, I'll take the res, thank you very much. Got feared, unfortunately that's going to take some bones. No, I got one. Oh, it got me again. Is that because I ran in front of him? That's going to be a bad thing. Okay. This is bad. This is bad. When it says run away, you run away. Okay. I do apologise, everyone. I did as best as I could in that. Okay, move to break line of sight. How are we doing for health? It could be tough, this one. We live and learn. We do. This is trial by fire for the second week running. But people are doing well. You're doing very well, in fact. Well done. Congratulations, everyone. Thank you for the res coming in. Right, chef's hat on, and then back in, and run round. There we go. Okay, I'll try and keep up with people. Right, where are we going? To the right. Okay. Myself a heal. Try and keep people alive, including myself. And I'll follow along as best as possible. That was a tough boss last time. The spider one was also particularly tough, I seem to remember. So we'll see how we can get on. But all this extra damage does seem to be quite tough. Let's use my prayer of healing a bit more here. Move a little bit further back. Just keep everyone topped up is probably a good idea. It's got another. I'll keep spamming my heal just in case. I'll do the overhealing to fill up my essence slot. Make sure I don't do Halo as well. That's also another bad thing to do. Let's get a bigger heal. Ah, got stunned. Out of the way of that. All this extra, I think short heals are better. Stop getting myself in the green gunk. There we go, keep that healed up. Try and stay close to people. They're heading down, it would seem. Go. You know you want to cast Halo. That's what got me into trouble last time. I'm not casting Halo. I should take it off of my voodoo list. Shadow Weave Mass Prophet, really nice when you're present. Oh, has it gone? Oh, let's move out of the way of that. That seems like a bad thing. I moved into all of those. Well, those are the orb things I think I had to move out of the way of or something. Let's just keep an eye on people. There's a lot of stuff going on here. Ouch, ouch. Let's just spam some more heals. All that stuff is hurting my mobility. No, I nearly did the halo then. Let's just keep people alive for a minute longer. Phew. There we go. There we go. Okay. Let's just go on over here. Raise one totem each, make sure they all die at the same. Okay. I'll just keep an eye on healing. Now the problem here is just trying to keep everyone alive. Out of the way of that. Mobility wise is okay, it's when all the splats start happening at once that is the main problem. There we go, okay. Watching out for that. Get rid of that. This is my main problem. Mobility. So apologies if I'm not talking a lot in here. This is taking a lot of concentration. Well, that was better. Phew. Phew. Had to breathe for a minute then. I don't think I was actually breathing. Right, let's go through, do a prayer of mending. So watch out for that. Oh yeah, kill them all at the same time. Okay. So that's the deal with the, I can't remember what was the names of all the things. The affixes. I need to get used to that. Okay. Mythic Dungeon before Chad. I'll try to keep an eye as best as possible. Last time I was here I died, so I'll focus a little bit more if I can. Oh, my chocolate cake's expired. Focus, Samadan, focus. Stop looking at your chocolate cake sales. I'll have to... oh, that's the explosive thing. I need to be out of the way of that. Let's do a prayer of healing on everyone. Never be a gold maker in a mythic dungeon with your sales kicking off or your expires. Right, let's move around here. Let's keep that on. Oh, we've got feared. That's not good. Come back as quickly as I can. Move out of the way of that. Try and keep people alive. Okay, then we'll go around here. As if I know where I'm going, but I don't, I'm just following everyone else. There we go. Okay, so we'll just focus on this a little bit. Got those over there. Just going to move back a little bit. Don't want to get the extra aggro just yet. Got caught in that a little bit too much. As long as I got my main staple spells okay. I think the last time I did this I kept getting holy locked because I was doing something wrong. I think that prevented me a lot of things. I was casting in the brown stuff, which was bad. That was the main thing. Cast me on the telly. Oh, very nice. I'm famous. Quaking. Ah, now I definitely died in this, so I've got to watch out for that. Quick, run, 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 as fast as you can. Phew. There you go. Refer to farm, would you like to relax? Yes, that's a good idea. Relaxing. I don't normally, most of my streams are normally obviously very relaxing, except for when I'm trying to focus on these. But other than that, yes. Camby Summer, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Good afternoon, good evening. Who's taking heavy amount? Oh, that's absolutely, they're important. As Drizzling Rose says, family comes first above everything, by all means. Everything else is a bonus other than that. And Volcanic and Quaking are the only fixes that I didn't finish reading because I needed to just focus on healing. And that hurt. So I'll move out of the way. Let's just get rid of that. Oh, I've got my my thing is full, so that's going to be useful when I need it. 17 seconds. Oh, that was hurt. Ouch. Need an emergency prayer of mending on myself. That was lucky. I very nearly died there. Okay. Now there's a thing that says move to blood. I move to blood. Dispel. Dispel that. Watch out for things moving around. Move to tainted blood. Ooh, stay out of the honey thing. That was my essence kicking off then. That was really nice to see that working. Claws. I can't dispel you, unfortunately. So that didn't work. Move to tainted blood. And then just make sure that's ready, and then some move over here, try and keep people alive as best I can. Dispel, mass dispel. Try and get rid of that one, and then prayer of mending here, move to tainted blood. You have been cleansed. Phew! Wow. Okay. Let's just see if I can. I'm not sure I'm going to be fast enough here. Oh. It's by the skin of my teeth. Oh, didn't see the second one. Whoops. I mistimed that. I rushed it. Sorry everyone, I died. I was too busy rushing, I thought I'd got there. If I could possibly get a res, that would be useful. I have flashbacks. Thank you very much. Ouch, that hurt. Chef's hat on. There we go. There we go. Right, cleared that one up. I follow all your lead on this one. I don't mind which way we need to do it. Let's move around here. Let's move into somewhere slightly out of the way. Keep everyone topped up. Right, okay, so what would we need to be at 100% for the trash at some point here? So let's see what we can do with killing those. Might try a smite here or two. Okay, that actually put me on the damage meters then. The time you pulled me out of the foxhole. I should remember to mount up actually. Right, okay. There's a load of stuff here. I don't know which bosses we've actually got. Oh, we've got Yasma to do next, from the look of things. Ouch. Okay, we've done all the enemy forces. Now we need to do Yasma. Who is Yasma in the middle? Monzumi. I need to mount up here, hold on. I'm lagging behind a bit here. There we go. Forgot to mount up. Ooh, ouch. Right, okay. Phew, right, okay. Dodge spiders. Make sure everyone's got that. Make sure everyone's got that. And then try as best we can. Right. Yasma, okay. Just got dragged through a 14. Oh, congratulations, Mushy. Right. Last time this was pretty horrific. Run away. Okay. Move away. So it remains under me, move away. Let's heal myself for a minute here. Right, spiders are the problem. Just move out of the way of the spiders. Dodge attack of that. It's all around. Should I be in the middle of that? No shadowy remains under me. It's a bad idea. I need to move out of the way of that. And then keep everyone away. Dodge attack. Watch out for that. Phew. Right, soul round, run away. Let's try and find a little area to stand in. That's the main problem here. Stay out of the way of everything else. I don't know what I just clicked on. Oh, that was that one. Wow. Phew. And breathe. And breathe. Well done, everyone. That was absolutely amazing. Congratulations. Let's go have a look at what we got. Okay, there's a revitalizing voodoo totem. That's a trinket. That's worth something. 455. I'll take that, definitely. That will replace my 430. There we go. Yeah, so that was definitely a need, unfortunately, on that one. Takes me up to 444. Wow. Did I have an agility trinket on me? Hold on. Did I have one on me? Trinkets, what have I got? Intellect and intellect. Yeah, that's better. Definitely. Phew. That was brilliant. Thank you, everyone. Ramps up with every tick. That trinket is your favourite this expansion. What was the actual trinket? Let's have a look. I didn't see it properly. 455. Use heals the target for 1,200 every half a second. Healing up to 13 times. Healing starts low and increases over the duration. Ah. Yeah, in the same days after this 13. Decent for Holy Priest because they're meh at tank healing. Alright. Adds up to over 100k healing and use it on myself. Okay, that's absolutely fantastic. Oh, what key did I get? Let's have a look. We have a Shrine of the Storm, Mythic level 10. I'm not sure whether that's a good one. It's Dread Hunter. Good morning to you. Just wondering, what do I spend my gold on? Do I just reinvest and enjoy the gold making itself? At the moment, I'm enjoying the gold as it is. I think I'm using it mainly on buying tokens and things like that at the moment. I won't do another one tonight. I don't think I've got the time or heart space for it. But thank you for the offers, everyone. Thank you, everyone. I think I need to do something calmer now. There we go. Even drop it at the same pools, explosive is no worries. But that was brilliant, thank you all. Go to your chat and click combat log, then target yourself, right click the new trinket, try it, it's cool to do it, see it's mojo magic. So combat log, okay, my actions, what happened to me, target myself, which I am targeted, and then the trinket is, I need to put that on my bar really. Let's look at that for a moment. Which is the trinket of voodoo totems? Should we replace, oh, I haven't got the refreshment actually. Let's pop that over there, put my mana banner over there. Revitalized voodoo totem. Let's have a look. And then every time touch of the voodoo healed you 0 nature, 12,000 overhealed. I did see the cooldown on it though. And then every time it comes through. Okay. Thank you, Silent Mouse. You've got to head out. Have a nice rest of your day, everyone. Well, thank you ever so much for stopping by, Edwards the Monk. Lovely to have you here. Let me just go back onto here. Thank you all for the group. TP out now. And then I will Hearthstone, I think. Snug Harm at him. There we go. Right, let's think of something we can do a little bit calmer after that lovely Mythic Plus run. That's fantastic. We'll see what we get in the chest tomorrow. Doc Otto, good afternoon to you. Be in and out between patients, no problem at all. Lovely to have you here. So I'll leave the party. Thank you all for that amazing group. You were all brilliant. I could do a horrific vision, but I've got a feeling that's going to set my nerves on edge as much as a mythic at the moment. So I want to do something maybe a bit in the PvP brawl tomorrow should be fun. I'd probably get started with that, certainly. Are you a real otter too? So leveling for the last 45 minutes. I think that's probably going to be my personal preference at this point, Silent Mouse, because A, it's nice and calming and relaxing, and B, I can get another character closer to 120. So last time we left it, Briggit was level 60, and so I'm looking to get her up to 120 as soon as possible, hopefully. So what I will do, dentist docs. Please consider making a WoW Economy podcast, the most awesome WoW content. That's a very interesting idea, as they call it. I guess I would... I've got the WoW Economy blog that I write already. So in terms of like what I would like to do is potentially do more of a... Not necessarily a weekly YouTube video, but do more of my YouTube videos. Because I know I've left my channel, the YouTube side of things, it's been neglected these past few months. And whilst I've been able to ramp up my streaming, since I've been working home, it's really, really cool. I would like to then add into my YouTube content as well. You need to start leveling your new allied races next, and not have the time. You want to make use of the Ret buff, but then that's next on your list. Definitely a good idea. Detlef Boy, good evening to you. Whilst I remember, I do have to go over to Awakening and reapply my buff. So I'm going to do that now, whilst I remember, and then we'll probably go over to Briggit. So let's have a look. Awakening. Let's check you. And then we'll just reapply our Silas buff and take it off. Actually, what I'll do is I'll check my auctions first, just in case I've been undercut, which I probably have. As we've seen here, it's quite a competitive market tonight. A lot of stuff is still below minimum price though, so I'm only really competitive in 6 of the possible markets, so it's not the greatest. We have sold some Dimitri's Draft of Deception to start off with, so that's a good start at least. Back into my Gold's journey on Awakening. Let's take those and we'll post that lot on. And then we will go and reapply the buff. Well, have I gone more than an hour? I must have gone more than an hour. Oh no, I lost the buff. Oh, I should have remembered earlier. What a shame. Let's try it again, just in case I'm extra lucky. I don't think I will be. Or maybe I will be. Okay, so I did get a second buff. That's brilliant. Streamer privileges. You don't get it for 2 weeks and then 2 come along. Silas! How you play with us. Okay, well I'll put that on for next time. And then I'll log off. There we go. We at least have it. Brilliant. Is it lower? It should be at the same, Dado, unless Twitch has done something different. It should be 720p. Should you try selling consumables on every day or prioritising Wednesday when demand is high and prices generally inflated? I would try that, yes. If you can try and stay on top of the market at all other times as well, that's definitely worth it. Last 3 days have been crazy for you. More than 200k profit. Excellent, Cosette. That's really good. Still 3.3 million to the long boy. You'll get there definitely with profits like that, certainly. It is time I get partner. I reckon with that luck, Mushy, then I should have at some point. Hopefully one day soon. I'll put in another application, maybe in a few more weeks. What are the good old world enchants that you should level? Do you mean the ones to level with? I believe there's a spreadsheet I use. Let's just go in here for the moment whilst we're waiting. No, not that. I want a window. Where is the spreadsheet that I use that gives you the leveling enchants? World of Warcraft. I always miss it. I've got a massive bookmark list of everything. Raiders Lexicon, it's not that one. Storyline, Addy Bags. JB Irriton's leveling one. This is one of them, I believe. This tells you all the different leveling enchants. Try this one. Have a look at that spreadsheet. This one is basically all of these here. I'll just make that a little bit smaller. So you've got the Shaman, Warrior, Death Knight, and it gives you all the different enchants that are like Great Oxhorn and all the different other bits and pieces for each spec. And there's a whole load of them there on that list. That's one of the lists. There's another one that's like that, that is out there as well, that just is really good for both selling and using it as leveling. But yes, Elemental Force is one of the good ones, definitely. You're about 3.6 million at the moment, but there's a weekly garrison clear on Thursday, so it should go up by 1 or 200k there, so that's nice, definitely. You sell most consumables on the weekend. Saturday is almost better than reset day. I find enchants are very good on reset day, certainly. And consumables more so on when people are doing Mythic Plus popular times of for your server, so like usually the evenings and things like that. Blazing Nemesis, I'm doing very well, thank you. How about yourself? You get a whole hog on reset day, and they 2 castle scans every day after that. Mid-morning and mid-evening on your server works best for you. That's a pretty good mix. Hades Bane, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. So we are, where did we get to? We got to level 60 last time, so we can go and pick up flying. We have a whole load of stuff in our bags and things that we need to sort out. Probably can leave that for the moment. Let's get onto my Sky Golem, and then we'll head to the flight trainer. 3.8 million now. Could almost smell the Longboy. You're very close. Once you get over that halfway mark, I think it's all it's not so much downhill from there, but it's all very encouraging from there, shall we say. I believe you can fly completed. Expert riding, we shall train in that. That's 200 gold well spent. We've still got 2,500 gold left, and a whole load of things I could probably put on here on the auction house and try and sell. So that's definitely worth doing. Use the boat to go to Northrend will be the next thing on our list. Let's take our quest list and clean it up a little bit first though, because we can probably just take all the Duskwood stuff and abandon those. So let's take all of those off. There was a nice macro I saw today about getting rid of all of your quests in one go, but I think I'll just keep all these. What's the special one? Select your next assignment, that's the one I want. So we'll do that. Adventure calls, select your next assignment. So we do that on here, and we'll go to Northrend. There we go. Adventure calls to Northrend. Sail to Northrend. And then we can go on our Sky Golem, and we can fly. Fantastic. There we go. No play alliance, but I'm having a hard time deciding what race to make your warlock on Horde. Not fussed on racials, it's more for appearance. Any help? Well, I think orcs kind of, since Gul'dan, make a good warlock, certainly. I think there's old 90 deep sea bags this week. That's nice. Very nice. You always hated 60 to 80 levelling. I've not tried it in Burning Crusade for a while, but Northrend's my favourite. I discovered when I was doing it through with my wife earlier that there's a lot of Northrend that I just don't remember since the last time I did it. I take it we're going on to this last one. This will take us to the Borean Tundra. Oh, have I got war mode on at the moment? Because we turned it off last time because of the troubles in Duskwood. Hold on, let me just get specializations and talents, war mode. There we go. Let's stick war mode on. See what it's like in Northrend. I've got no idea. We'll give it a go. Let's wait for our lovely ship to arrive. See, it's a female blood elf at the moment, but they're just too small, and you can't decide between female orc, undead, or male blood elf. There's a good mix of things there. I've never really thought about the blood elves as warlocks, but yeah, that would make a good one, certainly. Preacher's having an interview with a wild elf. Oh, excellent. I'll have to check that one out as well. I always like the interviews they're doing. It's really nice, actually, that Blizzard are doing all this kind of thing, all the interviews with streamers. I think it's a lovely way to sort of kind of like help interact with people who are obviously passionate about the game and spend a lot of their time and days and their living making, playing these games and entertaining other people playing the games. So I think it's a really nice thing for Blizzard to reach out back to them and do that. And watch that whilst catching wolves on your Xbox controller, and that's definitely good, worth doing. Can the new allied race orcs be warlocks? Have you unlocked them? Yeah, the Mag'har orcs could be interesting. Yeah, well, I've not had much experience with the customer service part. How have you found it to be not less than ideal, rather, Mushy? I mean, I know they did get rid of a lot of their customer service people, so that's going to be a difficult one. They can be priests, though. There's no way to contact a game master anymore. Oh, right. Wait times are 8 or 10 days. Ouch, okay. That is a long time. Now, one thing I do like about Northrend is the music on it. Yes, 8 to 10 days without being able to have a bot sort of sorted out, I can see being a problem. Right, so sail to Northrend. Off we go. Off I go then. A new adventure awaits for Briggit and her wolf. We really should have cleared out our bags a little bit though. Let's make use of our Brutosaur, and we can at least get rid of the junk. There we go. We've got 68 slots free, so that's good. Let's check our character. We could probably vendor most of this if it's heirloom bound. Oh, we've got another issue here. Actually, my heirlooms need to be unlocked a little bit more. Now soundboard. I can do most of the Warcraft ones. What is it? More work? Off I go then. Did I make a new guild? I have. Yes, I do have. Samadan Plays WoW is my second guild that all my lower characters are in, and it's really good fun having Samadan Plays WoW as the guild name. And Abel, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for stopping by. We just started our journey in Northrend. I've got a feeling I need to sort my heirlooms out because I just noticed that some of these are not full upgrades. That one, the cloak is. So I need to make myself. I'm sure I've got some full leather heirloom upgrades. So let me just check this. Heirlooms. So we're going Beastmaster. We've got that. I'm sure I had some upgrades here. It looks like I might not have. Okay. Champion. Someone is mining azurite. For their own greed, you have to stop them. Do I have a community guild at the moment? I don't have a community one as such, but we do. Jack has set up a lovely community. Oh yes, yes, my lord. That's that one as well. Each spawn location of Skull at Storm Peaks for taming. Okay, I've not tamed a pet ever than I did almost probably 15 years ago when I did my wolf pet. So I'm way behind on my pets. Hunter is male though. Aha, right, that would explain it to me. So that's why I couldn't do that. So I'm going to have a look at male upgrades here. We might have to jump back onto Samadan. You make me laugh a lot. I know, I play a terrible hunter, Mushy. So let's have a look. What have we got here? Mystical coifs. What would be a good prized Beastmaster mantle? That sounds like it would be the right ones. Yeah, I'm going to have to upgrade my male heirlooms looking at this. What have we got? Beastmaster's mantles. What? Tarnished leggings. What am I looking for stat-wise, really? Mystical vest of the elements. I wonder. Jack has one. Let me just slash community for community for TSM and general gold makers for EU Alliance. That is set up by Jack the Dipper. Still need to unlock the trolls. Haste and agility. Okay. You heard Northrend. Okay. Garrison in this Warden Tower would be a vital strategic victory. Drive the Forsaken from it. Full Gilneas. There we go. Thank you, Jack. Tarnished Leggings of Destruction. Champion. Oh, here we go, Runa. Tarnished Leggings of Destruction. Champion's Death Dealer Breastplate. Inherited Cape of the Black Baron. So I've got that one at 120 already. And Championship Herald Shoulder and Tarnished Raging Helm. Okay. The best for Hunter. Thank you, Runa. What I will do is I'll try and remember that. Or I will get myself into an inn. And I will go and just sort that out over on Samadan. Will be the easiest way to do that. Risk, thank you very much for the follow. Let's go back to Samadan. You can buy all my heirlooms. Do I buy all my herbs for alchemy? Yes, I do. I can gather them on 2 different characters, but in the quantities that I need, I just end up buying them in the first place. Okay, you're already in that one. Okay. All heirlooms cost about 800,000 for, like, is that for every single heirloom? I think I'm going to eventually get up to that stage, certainly. Copy and paste into a sticky note. That's a wonderful idea. Let me just grab the text. Copy that. And I haven't got a sticky note. Let's just move this over here. And I will make let's get rid of that. And then new notepad. New text document. That should work for me. I'll paste it into there. There we go. I've got that on the side, and then I can close that window down. You collect everything. You upgraded all your plans. It was pricey, yeah. Yes, it definitely is. All right, let's go have a look on Samadan. Let's head on over to Ironforge. I always forget there's one here, so let's go in here. Sure, we'll be ruined by new gear all the time. That is true, actually. It's going female orc. Oh, excellent. Just made one see how they look, and they look too damn nice. Well, there we go. it's all sorted. Right. Let's have a look on Samadan, what we need to upgrade. So it looks like I need the full set for everything here. I might as well get the full set here. Ironforge brings back, the music of Ironforge brings back so many memories for me when playing as Samadan back in the early days. I probably spent more time here than I did in Stormwind. You have Notepad with WoW notes, probably would not make any sense to anyone else. Well, I do use my Miro board as well, which is really useful for putting a load of stuff down. Oh, Mateo, thank you very much. 18 months, that's amazing support. Thank you very much for your continued support for all this time. 18 months is amazing. Thank you very much. You hated Ironforge, did you? Yeah, you especially love the legs. It's a lovely red fur-coloured cloth mug from World Drops and Warlords. You had a Warlock Orc, you made to use that. Very nice. 1 frame a minute in those days. Oh, right, okay, I can understand why you'd hate it then, certainly. So what do we need? We need 1, 2... We've done the cape. So let's just organise this list a little bit better. Breastplate, we'll keep the cape off. We'll get rid of that. And then the shoulder and tarnished raging helm. We also need a gun of some sorts as well, won't we? So we'll have a look at this. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4 of the armour. That's more than one cloth levelling set. Yeah, using the cloth is... Buy the Mage Gear for Warlock 2 as an I'll keep the full set. Not worth buying an entirely new one though, because the new set has some better stats. Yeah, I think no experience quite matches up to the first time you enter Ironforge in vanilla. Yeah, that was amazing. Just walking up and seeing that, it's brilliant. And unfortunately, I recognise as a someone who makes game how they did the portals going in, so they've got time to load the city behind it. So it kind of like spoils a bit of the sort of like old nostalgia for me a little bit on that, and recognising, okay, I've just walked through a loading point here because they've made me walk through a very, very tight corridor just so that they can deload the background stuff and load in the city stuff. So let's have a look at this. We need ancient heirloom armour casing. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4 of each of these. I'll take those. I won't get a stack. 2, 3, 4 of those. This is going to be expensive. And then weathered. Oh, don't want 5. And then the battle hardened is that one. Get those. There we go. And then these ones we want. Yeah, the casings don't matter because they'll apply to the whichever armour. And then we'll get 1 each of these. 1 each of these for the weapon. And we'll do it that way. There we go. So now I will go on to my collections. And I will go for Hunter. And so what do we need here? We've got, where's my bags? Let's move them over this side. Where's my casings? There they are. Over on the side here. There we go. Going to Wednesday with 350 Umbra shards. I think a bad plan. Well, how many veiled crystals do you have? That would be my main thought, really. So, which is the first of these we need? Battle hardened, weathered. Let's have a look. Hold on. Let's get rid of that. Upgrade. Heirloom armor trinket. 120, 110, 100. Where's the 90 and stuff? It's down here a little bit more. There we go, that one and that one. Okay. You can buy Lord Blastian's Scope of Doom on your bow. and mark the hidden satyr on your neck for a significant DPS boost. Okay, thank you, Runa. Obviously need the bow as well. So a bow over a gun, does it matter in terms of gun? Let's do the armor first. Hold on, let me just look at this, otherwise I'm going to miss everything. So we need to do this for oh, that's the weapon actually. Let's leave that for now. Let's do the armor. Right, so we are doing tarnished leg plates of destruction. Tarnished leg plates of destruction. Do those. There we go. The repo doesn't really matter. Okay. Boom, boom. Yeah, I do like having a gun actually for a dwarf. Just for secondary stats, you can mod them all. Ranged weapons. Bookmark Google Sheet for heirlooms. Bows versus guns, only stats matter. One is haste and one is crit. Not like it matters much. Okay. No problems, Trusting Rose. No, Itoto, you have to use Silas on rank 3s. It's the only one it works on. So let's do another one of these. Just got to get the order of this right. Champions, Death Dealer, Breastplate. That's that one. And then we want Champions, Herald Shoulder. Herod Shoulder. That one. If you're leveling as Beast Mastery, the gun is better. Haste versus crit. Haste is generally better with leveling. Okay. Right. That's worth knowing. And then Tarnished Raging Helm. Berserker's Helmet will be that one, won't it? So we'll do the armor first. So I'm thinking my upgraded Dwarven Hand Cannon. I would prefer a gun over a bow. I think it works better for a hunter. So I'll do that, and we'll take that one. Right, I'll come and ask you for the enchants in a bit afterwards. Hand cannon can go up, and then we'll do the leggings and the breastplate, the shoulder, and the helm. And then we can go for another upgrade on the hand cannon. This is going to keep on going through. And the breastplate. Might as well go all the way on this. Priming for Vala's hands of the cash register keeps going off. What a lovely sound to break the silence. That's excellent calking. At least getting the cash register going. And then we'll do the hand cannon here. So we'll take that. So what do we need? Your favourite class, is it Doc Hotter? I do have a lot of... This was my first alt, so I'm glad to finally give her a bit more attention, because she's been parked for so long with all my other characters, surpassing them, because they started at a higher level. So now with the levelling boost, it's much better, certainly. Okay, so we're good on that front. We need to add... now, what enchants do we need levelling ones? So, necklace you can buy to upgrade, which you can put the hidden satyr on. I have got the necklace already upgraded. So, if we look at... there's the trinket, there's a staff. This one. This stamina haste one, I've already got that one. So if I create one of those and put hidden satyr on it, and then it was the gun that you said needs the elemental force on it. Was that correct, or was that a scope? So we'll go and have a look at this. We'll do hidden satyr whilst I'm here. Search patterns. Mark of the hidden satyr. Still only got rank 2 of that. We need some leylight shards for that. There's one in the guild vault. We have a whole load of chaos crystals. So let's go and deal with that whilst we're here. have a lot of utility with the pets. Miss the days. The main hand uses the scope. Okay, thank you, Davy Jones. I'll look at that in a moment. Lord Blastington, but as far as you know, it needs a level 90 or something to put it on. Okay. Yeah, the spreadsheet that I had is probably a good idea, actually. We'll look at that in a moment. So let's look at that first. Let's bring that on. So we'll go over to Hunter, onto Beast Mastery. So it's saying here, prefer leveling with haste. This is all the which one's which? Marksmanship, that and talents. Then beast doesn't scroll very well there. Let me just see if I can get that to scroll a bit smoother. Beast Mastery is there. Okay, so there's Beast Mastery. So weapon, offhand, megawatt filament, shoulder, greater tiger claw, pants, shadow leather leg armor, rings, pact of critical strike, neck, gift of haste, cloak, gift of crit, and chest, glorious stats. I mean, I think I can make the enchant and put them on and then mail them over, I believe. Let's have a look. So this is this spreadsheet is leveling enchants and various things. I'll post another link to it in the chat. This is one of a couple that are out there on the internet. So this is basically just giving me some extra options here. So chest, glorious stats. I mean, I like the idea of hidden satyr on the neck, to be honest. Instead of necessarily gift of haste. Yeah, you can level from high to low characters. Yes, you can, samurai. Skill with your level, and the stats you get at low level are not that good, so why bother with enchanting your gear? Well, it's as the heirloom upgrades, basically, it gets better and better. That's the idea behind it. Some enchants cannot be applied to stuff above a certain level. Right, okay, that's worth... single... 512 megabyte GeForce 8800 GT card. That was your card in your new gaming PC in 2008. Wow, those are the days. See, level 100 or so character for the weapon. Right. Okay. So maybe where are we at the moment? Maybe we'll just see what we can do on Briggit at the moment. Let's take that at the moment. Heirloom enchants make a big difference in character power. Definitely worth it for leveling. Megawatt filament. Yes, I'm not sure about that one. That did seem a bit strange. I was thinking of just putting the hidden satyr on the neck and seeing how that worked. I need to get myself some ley-light shards though to be able to do that. So let's have a look. Let's find our way to the guild vault. Best way there, through the forge, through the other side, past the king. I need to go around the side I remember going. It's so much harder when you're flying through these at fast speed. I'm used to going at such a shorter speed. And into the guild vault. Right, is it my guild vault, or it'll be chaos crystals will be in the bank, I imagine. Let's have a look. Chaos. Let's actually look. We can probably just do a straight chaos shatter from here. Chaos shatter. Yes, we can do enough there. So we needed for satyr. No, satyr. Hidden satyr, we need 12 ley-light shards. So let's take that and do 6. And we'll create those and let those go through. I'll just go with it. My pet can handle it. That is true, actually, probably. This is a Dwarven Hunter, Beastmaster Hunter. It was a decent PC for what it had to do. Yeah, definitely. Hidden Satchel is about 3% increased DPS. That sounds a decent percentage. Enchants can't do stuff for bows and guns, so you get those enchants from engineering. Okay, thank you, Virginie. Raptoroni, thank you very much for the follow. So we've done those, We're going to make ourselves Hidden Satyr. Now, if we do this on, we need to create a neck, and we'll just put it straight on there, and then we'll send it on over and see if that works. So the neck is this one. I'll create one of those. Look in my bags for that. I already made one. So we'll just take one of those off. Where's the other one? Oh, I destroyed both of them now. Okay, this isn't going well. Let's try that again. Let's create one. Where is it? It should have a cooldown somewhere. Now I can't see it in my bags, so let's open that up again. There it is. And then we can enchant that. And then hopefully mail that over to Briggit. Let's test this out. I've never done this before. I've always just gone with the basic space, really, more than anything else. So Briggit can have that. We'll send that over. There we go. Okay, so we've done that. Let's have a look at glorious stats. That's a nice increase for the chest as well. Yes, that was what I was thinking of, actually. We do have glorious stats. I do actually have enough to do that right away, actually. So let's make our collections still on the Hunter. So the Herod's Death Dealer breastplate. Create one of those. And then we'll Death Dealer's breastplate. We will enchant that with glorious stats. Okay, that target is too high level. So what I will do then is go and make the glorious stats items higher level than 136, and then I will add it. I'll send the enchant over. That's probably the best idea. So I'll make one of I'll make one of those and send it over and see if that can work. A binding of agility for the cloak. Okay, thank you, Runa. You can just stick those enchanted heirlooms in the bank after you finish leveling. Ready for the next character. I hadn't even considered that one. So let's make glorious stats, and we'll send that over. There's Admiral's hat. Let's send. So I'll just get rid of that whilst I have that. I don't need that there. And then I'll look at Old World glorious stats. We'll send that over. I'm doing this one by one whilst I remember, because it's easier to do that and read the chat as well. So we'll send that over. And then the binding of agility. Okay, we'll go with that. These are all ones I remember selling as well. So binding of agility there. We need some arcana. We've got the blood of Sargeras. There's loads of that in the guild vault. So let's go grab that whilst we're here. Enchanting mats, arcana. Let's take a stack whilst we've got it. Then we'll move over here and we'll have a look here. Binding of agility we can now do. Now what's that? Above 265, so we'll make one of these as well. So cloak, binding of agility. Queue that one up and we'll craft that one. If you do every quest in Borean Tundra, you can get to 70 and then off to Shalazar and Zangar for every quest there to 80. That's pretty good going, definitely. Limit Table Gore, good evening to you, hope you're doing well. We're just going through and buffing up my Hunter that's getting a new set of enchants to go with their... There we go. Okay, to go with their heirlooms that we're going to level up from 60. So we're just using the power of Samadan here. I think that'll do for now. I'll leave that for the moment. Let's go have a look and see. Thank you, Right One Two. We were looking at one earlier. I'll have a look at this one. Is this one the same or a different one? Glove reinforcement's always good. Full stamina benefits. Docs spreadsheet. Let's have a look. Is this one similar? Ah, yes, that one. That one was the other one I had bookmarked, I think, or something similar to that. Thank you for sharing that one, Right One Too. In fact, I don't. Yes, I have got that one bookmarked already. So that was one of the ones I had done. I'm going to also bookmark that Reddit post because that looks good. And then I'll come back and refine this later. Thank you very much, Cow King. Hope you have a good evening yourself. Okay, so let's go over to Briggit and just have a look at what we've collected so far. Otherwise I'll forget things. And we'll need to just work with that. Briggit and enter the world. There we go. At least get ourselves started if nothing else. We didn't get around to doing much leveling here, but it's all preparation. This will save us time in the long run. Having all those heirlooms ready is definitely worth it. So, Maester, no problem at all. Thank you very much for Soft Mind. Thank you for your help with the Mythic. It was absolutely amazing. Have a great rest of your evening. Right, so we've got that. We've got me. Let's put on the jewellery. So that's can replace. What have I got on the neck at the moment? Ooh, okay. Nexus of the Fire Flash. Didn't even have a heirloom on at the moment. Okay, so that's going to be useful. Use restores health. Gives me a nice bit of extra haste. That's always going to be useful. Actually, we'll probably put that down here somewhere. That will be useful there. Did I do a Mythic Plus? We did. We did a Mythic 8 Atal'Dazar, and it was really good fun. We even did it in time as well, which is fantastic. It's slightly less because of my time going live and obviously losing the internet, but we'll be finishing up in a couple of minutes. Let's put everything on that we've just got. I want to try this Dwarven hand cannon. No, that's been upgraded now, so that's good. Leggings of Destruction we've got on, and the breastplate. So do these work? The Enchants. Cloak Binding of Agility. Can we add this on? So Cape of the Black Baron, increasing. Yes, we can. So that gives me an extra 4 agility on that, and then glorious stats. We can add that on, and gives us +9 to all stats. Even better. There we go. Yeah, it was great fun, Jeannie. Definitely. Had the plumber for the last. Thank you for a great stream. Hope a good night and the rest of the day. Give the cats a big pet for me. Hope everyone safe and wonderful week. Thank you very much, Lizelle. It was very kind of you to say so. Had to be a plumber for the last 30 minutes. Ouch. I hope you got it all fixed, Silent Mouse. Okay, so we've at least got our heirlooms upgraded. I don't have any of the trinkets or anything like that, but we do have these buffed up a little bit. We haven't done the scope yet. We'll have a look at that another time. But we do have all the other bits and pieces. In terms of gear and stuff, this is all probably going to be vendor gear because, oh no, that one's something we can replace. That's a waste item. And feet we can replace at 60. Armor, that's fine. Feet are 60, 54, 57 on the hands. That will replace those. 52, that's less now. Weapons wise we don't need to replace, so the rest of that will probably vendor. We'll sort that. No, I've not been doing the garrison for the rings at all, because aren't the rings PvP experience only? I remember thinking about. Did I miss one on the wrist? Good Captain Cinch. 3 stat. Oh, okay, there's one you can do on there, is there? It's not PvP only. Oh, okay. So maybe I need to go and do my garrison for that, certainly. Garrison Shipyard and one from the Fishing Weekly in Booty Bay. Yes, I remember seeing Kraken Latte's video on the weekly one on that one. Friends have been broken for 8 years now. Very nice. Shipyard in the garrison for one of the rings. Yeah. There's a trinket that gets 50% more XP from battle. Ah, right, I missed that. So it's the rings that do the other XP. So there's still lots I can do here. We're certainly not optimal, but we're in a good position. Didn't get to do any actual levelling, but we got ourselves sorted, at least to start, certainly. So I'm going to finish up the stream there, but thank you all for hanging out tonight. It's been an absolute pleasure, as always. And I think... let us... now, who can we throw a host on over to? We have a choice. We got our Nota is on, doing reset stuff. Did our Nota last time though. Persephone is on, doing loot appraiser challenges and multi-boxing. And BFA Lazy Goldmaker is on. BFA preparing for Shadowlands. Let's do Lazy Goldmaker, I would say, because I haven't done him in a while. Let me just start that off. Let that come through. So my next stream will be on Thursday, hopefully. So let's raid Lazy Goldmaker. There we go. Okay, so thank you all for such a lovely stream. Lovely to have you here. Third Sunday of the week will be Thursday, so hopefully see you then. I'll try and make it on time this time. So until next time, happy gold making, and I'll see you very soon. Let's raid Lazy Goldmaker.